freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free.
Hey everybody, Dan and Cheryl Todd here from Gun Freedom Radio, coming to you from the 2026 SHOT Show in
fabulous Las Vegas.
And we love this event because we get to meet with brand new friends, connect with old friends, and talk with people who are doing incredible work all across this nation. And I am excited to introduce to you today our new friend, Thomas A. King Jr.
Hi. Good to be here in Vegas.
Yes.
With you all.
Absolutely. So Thomas King is a Clearwater, Florida native, is a community leader working with 40 charities. I think we're slacking, babe. We gotta
step it up,
right? Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers on our part. The CEO of Florida Firearms Academy, a licensed FFL and SOT holder, a board member for civic, veterans, law enforcement organizations, and just an all-around amazing human being.
Well,
welcome to Gun Freedom Radio.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here. I'm looking forward to doing all kinds of stuff out there and in here with the media.
Is this your first time at SHOT?
No, I've been here many times, but never get to come back to the media.
Yeah.
No, I always try to make time.
This worked out great. Our mutual friend, Kevin Sona, he is the one that connected us, and he just couldn't say enough good things.
Oh, that's really kind
you.
of him. We always donate and sponsor his events. Basically, every charity out there we get with, especially within our community, because we always give back. It's so nice to know that what we can do for the Second Amendment and provide for all the people in our community right now.
Well, it's so important, and I love to meet people who have a heart of service like that. So, your Florida Firearms Academy. Let's talk about that. Like, when did you start that? What was your pathway to that? Because you were just saying off air that your background isn't necessarily in that field. So kind of walk us through that.
So getting into this, growing up, I was 5 years old. I'm in Catholic school doing shooting competitions and stuff. And it was really neat and fun for me. My father was in the military. And then I saw later in life when I grew up how attacked the Second Amendment was. So I thought maybe I can do something for that. And then I showed my community, which hated firearms. It's an Olympic sport. This is so much fun. Just come in and see what we do. Now, we also do defensive training, of course, but that is so you can protect your family. What's wrong with protecting your family, right? And once they got a taste of it, so like even I joined this committee, and I said, hey, I'm Thomas King. They said, if he joins, we don't want to be a part of this. I'm sitting around this huge table, and I said, is it because I own a gun store? I wasn't ready for all this stuff. I said, well, if you come to the store and just see what we do, then if you don't like it, we'll go ahead and leave. And they said, absolutely. So they all came. Next thing you know, they all signed up as memberships, and then they made me chairman of the board. So what we do is we show you safety. We teach you how to be safe. Not many people get to go out to a firearm range. We're one of the largest academies around. We teach over 40 different types of classes, 20 certified different licensed instructors, but they teach you from basic to grandmaster, take you as high as the top can go. But we'll have you run through rooms, shoot rooms. We'll teach them. A lot of people never get to try that, to really learn how to pull a firearm out from concealment, go through a room, shoot bad guys, bowling pins, still targets, balloons, do move and shoot, multiple targets, mandatory reloads, malfunction drills, kicking down barricades, low light, all that stuff is what you really need in defensive training. So when they get a taste of it, and we made it so affordable that everyone gets to do it, we've had people for 8 years come and take these courses over and over and over, and they're sold out.
It's amazing, Thomas, how people that have never shot a gun hate guns until they shoot one, and how it changes so quickly. If people would just take time to take their next door neighbor out shooting,
And how to do it right.
Right.
Yeah.
I have so many, so I have a lot of ladies come in. They were in their 80s. They literally said they wanted to learn. Someone kicked in their door. They were scared. They wanted to learn about firearms. So we said, don't buy a gun yet. Let's go ahead and get you trained and see if this is something, because if not, it's going to be taken away and used against you. It may not be for you. So we put her in some courses. She literally cried picking up this firearm, tears coming. And then at the end, she's like, I need to buy more ammo. Well, she's now a grandmaster shooter. She draws out, shoots 4 shots, center mass in under 1 second. We put her in a competition. We said, hey, just come into one of our competition nights. And she goes, no, I'm scared. And then we said, no, just do what we taught you. So she goes out there. She was beating these guys with $12,000 custom Infinity pistols. And they even thought her gun was a fake prop gun. And they wanted to try her gun. And she didn't have a competition pistol. It's just about, anyone can do it. You just got to learn how to do it correctly, safely, and accurately.
That is awesome.
What a change in the trajectory of a person's life. You opened the doors for that. Now it takes them being willing to try and getting past, like you said, her nervousness and the newness
100%.
and the tears. But if they don't even have someone like yourself and an organization, a location like Florida Firearms Academy, then that pathway is never even going to happen. And you're changing lives.
Yeah, the great part is her confidence is really there. She's not terrified at all. You see her handle a firearm, it is like a pro. But the downfall of it is, she's all like, oh, I want to get the new latest gun and I got to get this holster and I got it.
Yeah.
So, that addiction does come with that. But,
it can be an
you pick your
expensive
battles.
habit, for
Thomas,
sure.
I've been in the gun business all my life, and I'm kind of old now. And I'm still nervous to walk into a gun shop. I've never walked in one before.
This is a man, right?
And so I can imagine. So it takes that personality, the friends and recommendations and stuff to get somebody to walk into a door that's never been around guns before. So I really appreciate what you do.
Absolutely. And you're absolutely right about anyone. Like, we get a lot of single moms come into the store because they are at home, they're vulnerable, and they have no force multiplier to help them. And we get people come in all the time saying, people kicked in my door, someone carjacked we need firearm training, and we're here to help. But the confidence level just to open our door, you're going to be greeted by someone who's going to say, hey, welcome in. They will say that to you. And they're going to sit down. And if you want to train with a lady, you can train with a lady. You want to train with a man, you want to train with military, law enforcement, FBI. We have it all there. We train with them. I'm on the FBI Tampa CAAA board. I'm on the Kiwanis board. So we work with special needs kids. I'm on the VFW board. So I go out and reach all these organizations to bring them in to show them, hey, this is what we do. It's a lot of fun if you just want to do it as sport or competition. It's a pastime just as much as bowling is.
It's so true. And, not only you're changing lives, but you're saving lives, because we don't even know sometimes the lives that are protected and saved just by the presence of a trained and confident person who then therefore also has, the skills, but also the tools themselves to prevent harm to self and others. That is a game changer. You can feel that energy in a room.
100%. And the closeness that we get with our members, and we have a lot of members, but that come in that do our courses, it's an actual year-long course. So you come in twice a month and you train with us on a different course, a different drill. So they all get to know each other. They all get to, afterwards they go out and have drinks or eat or whatever, because they've been together with each other for a year. You really get to know each other, and they really help each other out. So you can have grandmasters in there and you can have beginner levels in there, and they all help each other out. So it makes my job a little easy too as well.
And you're building community besides, right? Because now these people are connected. It's amazing. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about before we run out of our time is the Kid Safety Academy. The whole idea of teaching kids, empowering kids with knowledge to keep themselves safe. I don't even understand how that has become political. I don't understand how that's become like a hot button issue that people resist. But I wanted to hear what you're doing in that space.
So we offer, and this is out of our own pocket, it is once a month, but we also do kids training. The free course that we do, it comes with the instructor, the classroom, the firearm, the ammunition, the target, the eyes and ear protection, the range fees, and a certificate. And this is for kids 5 to 16 years old. They come in. We were recently on the news about it because this has been sold out 10 years in a row. It's free, but as soon as we put it up, the class is filled up. We also offer private classes and helping out. We do a shooting kids team so they can get together and they can really understand what it's like to have the responsibility of a firearm.
Yes.
Their parents are there as well, but they get to learn how competition shooting really is and get into the beginning of it. I've tried to work with other ranges on it, but they're just not at that level yet. So once we do, we want to shoot against this range and that range. And the kids just love it. I mean, it's just a lot of good time for them because it really shows them how to be honorable and respectful.
Yes.
Well, that's weird because the other side thinks that child safety is eliminating guns.
Yes.
And that is a dangerous situation because neighbors have firearms. Maybe you don't have one in your house. And your kids need to know what to do when they see a firearm.
I understand what brainwashing does to people, and it's very powerful. And if you've been told it so many times, of course you could believe it. Now, we're out here right now with 100,000 people. There's probably $1 billion worth of firearms out there. I have $3 million of firearms in my store. I have a lot of armed in the chamber, employees carrying one. I have hundreds of people come shoot every day. None of us here, none of us there, none of us ever been shot. So
Exactly.
You think guns kill people? No, it's evil people that kill people.
And uneducated, too.
Uneducated.
You need to know what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you for saying that.
Well, and thank you for the work you're doing. It is so important. And again, when kids understand what the tool is, it's just like the knife drawer in the kitchen. I use this analogy all the time.
Right.
Nobody is nervous when a toddler walks into a kitchen that has knives literally probably everywhere.
Right.
Even exposed on the countertop. Nobody's nervous. Why? Because we've taught them from the earliest ages what it's for, what it's not for, and how to safely interact with it age appropriate.
That's right. You know what? When the kids are young and they learn it with respect, and that's what makes them honorable about having it. They know how to treat it, and it also saves lives because if they come across another kid's house and that kid has never taken our course, he's going to be able to save this kid's life because if he leaves and he doesn't call his parents and say, hey, there was a firearm out, then another kid could come in and they could pick it up and they don't know what they're doing and they're going to hurt themselves.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for all that you're doing. Thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure.
I know this show is busy, packed from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. So I appreciate you carving out a few minutes to sit down with us and help our viewers understand more about what people can be doing. I hope you're inspiring other gun ranges out there to say, I never even thought about a year-long course.
I hope we do.
I love that idea.
Yes.
And so just really quickly before we go out, tell folks how they can continue to follow all the work that you're doing.
Okay, so we're on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know how to do all that really well, but it's Florida Firearms Academy, or you can go to our webpage at ffatampa.com or always give us a call at 813-221-FIRE.
I love that. Thank you so much, Thomas. And for all the viewers out there paying attention and hopefully getting inspired and maybe need to get, are you still in Clearwater?
We're in Tampa.
In Tampa,
so
sorry,
right
you just
door.
said that. Get over to Tampa and maybe get connected with...
Come out and have some fun.
Exactly, Florida Firearms Academy. All right, stick around. We've got a ton more coming up right here from the 2026 SHOT Show.